Making his international debut here at Core TV, we've got Patrick Reid, the co-founder of the Adamis Principle. Welcome to the show, Patrick.
Hi, thanks very much for having me on.
Right, your specialised subject, currencies. Let's kick off with the US dollar. What are your thoughts?
Well, the key thing to me, I blogged it on LinkedIn in the end of 2017, was I felt the dollar was going to be off. I think it was really weak. There are lots of stuff going on. It still remains a key narrative for me. However, all of that changed somewhat about 4 weeks ago when we had higher wages, inflation fears, we had a short vol squeeze in options, and then from ever since then, we've had we had a correction with equities and bonds. A lot of risk parity models got hammered. So 3 words: cross asset volatility. This is affecting price action within the dollar at the moment. Many traders can't work it out. I talk to a lot of big guys. Many don't really know what's going on. And we're at the moment, you can't unring the vol bell. So with that in mind, I also see a lower dollar. However, there are other considerations. You could be buying a cheap dollar, and I'll hopefully take you through some of the charts.
Okay, well, you've got 5 charts. Let's kick off with the first one, divergence in the US dollar. Tell me about that.
So this has been playing out in every trader's mind. You know, differential traders have been absolutely hurt. They're crying into their teacups because you cannot really trade. You know, yield spot often follows yields, right? Especially 2-year, especially 10-year. The dollar index is going south. 10-year yields are punching and flirting with 3%.
Yeah,
this is not normal. This is a huge divergence. I see it to continue. However, there is another consideration. If you look on the chart 36, right, the mean, we're hugging that at the moment. That could go a lot lower. We could see 75, so it could be 78.
So sorry, just to clarify, that's the mean on the dollar index?
Yes,
okay.
From 1980 on the dollar index. So yes, yields could punch up. They could still have a divergence. No one knows why, by the way. That could still extend. The other thing to bear in mind is the dollar index at the moment is absolutely happy where it is. Mean averages mean that. It's not even 1 standard deviation lower. The other thing is, I spoke to UBS last week. They're saying, at what point do you get some bargain base bond buys coming in and buying and holding? They're talking 4.5% on the 10-year. I'm not so sure myself.
Okay, well, let's move on to your next slide. What's the labour market telling us?
Well, charts 29 and 25, I mean, clearly unemployment, we've got full capacity, we're bang on for tightening. The Fed is gagging to raise rates, you know. For me, unemployment, and I've always been taught this as a trader, unemployment should be close to narrow the non-accelerating rate of unemployment as possible, just above, but we are actually below. So we are at full capacity. There's no spare whatsoever. You know, the other thing about that is all of this is keyed up for the Fed you know, possibly 4 interest rate hikes. I'm not sure that will be a reprieve for the dollar, though.
Understood. Okay, well, let's move on to the second slide in terms of the bond yields. What are your thoughts, sir?
Again, I mean, you know, I said before about UBS. Some other shops are talking. I mean, I see 3.5% before you can even consider any sort of any bargain hunters for
right.
10-year bonds. I don't see anything changing anytime soon.
Okay, let's wrap up with your last slides in terms of credit.
Yeah, so here's the thing, right? The markets at the moment are concentrated on risk after the short vol squeeze, right? So the guys at top-down charts, they're amazing. They've got some clear-cut macro charts, and these are the ones you're seeing. I've been looking at high-yield credit spreads. They are really, really low. You know, the CDS market really low. So the spreads are low because there's no contagion. Having said that, there is a slight uptick. That could be a warning sign for the future.
Okay, so what's your highest conviction thought at the moment, just to wrap up, other than maybe Arsenal winning at the weekends?
Well, I'm so glad you support a very good team yourself.
I don't support that team, but I only said that for you. So what's your highest conviction thought right here, right now?
You know what? I'll be looking to buy 10-year bonds in the US.
10-year bonds. On that note, Patrick, thank you very much. Fabulous debut. We'll talk to you on a regular basis. Thank you.
Thank you very much.